Hello and good evening to everybody. My name is Deb. I'm a yoga teacher, and I'm going to guide tonight's practice. I wanted to start by just making a couple comments and then giving you a little bit of a frame for how I plan to teach tonight. The first thing I wanted to say is how grateful and honored I am to be here teaching this class for WomenHeart. I didn't know about the WomenHeart organization until I learned about it from Sonia through these yoga classes. And it is an amazing and inspirational organization. I think, you know, as women, it can be really hard to find the time and resources to take care of ourselves, and to bring together a national organization to support women through cardiac disease is really just amazing. And like I said, inspirational. So I see all of you as warriors and heroes to me. So thank you for being such amazing examples of what we can do together. This practice I've designed just for you. So a word about how I plan to teach tonight. You might notice me inviting you to the different postures and movements that I will offer tonight. I'll use a lot of invitational language. And that's really designed to communicate to you that everything we do tonight is a choice. It's your choice. You're welcome to meet your body and your experience wherever you'd like during this practice. You might also notice me offering options within each movement or posture. And those options are designed to guide you to connect more deeply with your experience and your sensations so that you can use them as information to make choices about how you want to move tonight. So there are no right or wrong postures. Everything is a choice, and you are welcome to modify or change anything I offer tonight to meet yourself where you are and what you want to experience in your body in this practice tonight. So with that said, I'd like you to meet me in a seated position. I'm sitting in a chair. You're welcome to sit any way you want. If you want to sit on the floor or on a sofa or any kind of chair. I plan to offer the whole practice from a chair tonight, starting with some movement and some breath awareness, and then at the end moving into a loving kindness meditation. So all you need is yourself and the chair. So you're welcome to join me here and take a moment just to acknowledge that you've arrived to your yoga practice tonight. That this next time and space in front of you is for you to practice meeting yourself in your experience in the moment. And so from here, I welcome you to notice your feet and their connection to the floor. And you could do this by looking at your feet and seeing them on the floor. You could also move your feet. You could press your feet more into the floor, or you could choose to lift your toes or your heels, moving your feet and possibly creating more sensation in the soles of your feet to feel their connection to the floor and how this grounds your body. I invite you then to also explore other points of contact, perhaps the back of your legs and your bottom in your seat, sensing where your body connects to this support underneath you. And you're welcome to wiggle around or move back and forth in some way to increase this sensation if that's available to you. Just getting a sense of the feet on the floor and the back of the legs and your bottom in the chair, and feeling that support and connection. If you're sitting farther back in the chair and your back is touching the back of the chair, you're welcome to press into that to try to feel that connection as well. And if you're sitting farther forward, that's okay. You have these other points of connection. So pausing here, I welcome you to take a moment to notice that you're breathing. One way to notice the breath is by the nose or the mouth. Are you breathing through your nose or your mouth, or some combination of your nose and your mouth? And you might notice this because there's a sensation of air flowing either inside your nose or inside your mouth. And maybe you can sense that. Maybe you can sense the flow of air in your throat. Maybe you might be able to sense your body moving in some way with your breath. Maybe you feel your chest or your rib cage or your belly moving either in and out or up and down, or some combination thereof with your breath.
And to see like,
and
they
from
had a
here,
bunch of his face at face place, and I now believe it. I had some.
Erin, I don't know if you're able to mute everybody, but that might be helpful. Well, we'll move on from here. Please pardon the interruption. From here, I invite you to bring some movement into your body. I'm going to start with my shoulders, and I welcome you to join me in starting with your shoulders. I'm rotating my shoulders backward. And sometimes when I do this, I like to sort of inhale as they come up and sigh as they come back down. So if that's available to you, you're welcome to give that a try. Or you're welcome to just keep rolling your shoulders, and you're welcome to try rolling one shoulder at a time, or alternating one and then the other, or continuing to move both at the same time, just bringing movement into the body in this gentle way. Another option that I invite you to explore is by taking the hands to the shoulders and making the rotations with the elbows. And again, you're welcome to continue rotating your shoulders backwards and together, or alternating shoulders, or you could move them in some other way. It's really your choice how you'd like to move. Just exploring this range of motion in the shoulders, and maybe releasing some tension from the day. And as you're ready, in your own time, I welcome you to meet me back in center. And then I welcome you to consider some movement for your neck. I'm starting by dropping my ear down towards the shoulder on the same side, moving through center, and then dropping it the other way. Moving my neck gently back and forth. When I move my neck this way, I notice a lot of sensation on the stretching side of the neck, and also a little bit in the front of my neck. Maybe you notice it there too, or maybe you notice sensation somewhere else in your body. Another option for moving your neck might be to drop your chin towards your chest and roll your ear up towards your shoulder, back through center, and then back towards the other shoulder. So this is just another option. You're welcome to stay with the first option or try this option. Sometimes when we're trying different options, we don't really know what we want. And so we can try them and find out what feels right in our body today. And when I drop my head forward, I notice much more sensation in the back of my neck than in the other movement. You might explore or question where you feel the most sensation and which sensation you want to continue to explore. It's up to you. And then again, as you're ready, you're welcome to meet me back in center. And this time, I invite you to bring some movement to your spine and torso. I'm going to start by moving my heart forward and arching my back, and then moving my heart backwards and curling or rounding my spine. If you're sitting back in the chair, you might want to scoot a little further forward so that there's room to curl back. Or maybe you like the sensation of curling back into the chair. It's your choice. You can make these movements as big, pulling your shoulders back and looking up with your head, or as small as you like. The range of motion, the size of the movement is your choice. And you're welcome to experiment and explore different size motions here. Another option in this movement could be to explore linking the breath with this movement. Perhaps inhaling as you come forward and arch the spine, and maybe exhaling as you curve back. Or maybe you want to try breathing in the opposite pattern. Or maybe you want to move and breathe separately. It's your choice, and there's no right choice. It's just your choice. What's right for you right now. And we'll keep doing this movement for 3. Two, and 1. And as you're ready, I welcome you again to meet me back here in our center position. And from here, I invite you to notice the feet on the floor again. Notice your bottom and the back of your legs on the chair. And you're welcome to start to lengthen the spine. And you could lengthen the spine by lifting up through your chest. Or you could also lengthen the spine by lifting through the crown of your head. You could lengthen by lifting through the crown and the heart at the same time, or you could choose to lengthen by one or the other, feeling yourself grounding down through your bottom and your feet, and lengthening the spine up through your heart or your head. And then just noticing any sensations that you might feel in this somewhat still position. where the work we're doing is more internal and the movement is on the inside. I notice when I try to lengthen my spine that my abdominals seem to engage. I feel work here. Maybe you notice it there as well, or maybe you find sensation some other place in your body, perhaps in your neck or your shoulders or along your spine. For our next movement, I invite you to take your legs out to the side, any amount that you like. You can take them out quite wide, or you can take them some distance less than quite wide. That choice is yours, how wide you'd like to bring your legs. And you can bring your hands to the top of your thighs out by your knees, or any other space along the top of your thighs that you'd like for some support. You could also keep your hands out in front of you. That choice is yours. Just noticing the sensation, perhaps on the inner thighs that you might feel from this stretching. Or maybe you're not getting a sensation from that. That's welcome here too. From here, I invite you to start to lean towards one side, and it doesn't matter which side because we'll get to them both. So you can start to lean towards one side and perhaps bring the forearm on that side down to your thigh to support your body, leaning as far as you choose to. You could start then to either bring your arm out to the side, reaching away from you, or you could also bring your hand to your heart. Options with the head, you could turn and look towards the opposite wall. You could keep your head forward, or you could look down at the foot on the side that you're leaning towards. These are all options for you to explore and choose. I notice when I work through this posture, a lot of sensation along this side that's stretching long, and I notice it down into my hip. Perhaps you notice it there as well. Or perhaps you notice sensation some other part of your body, maybe the other side where it's shorter and contracting. Maybe you notice more sensation there. As you're ready, you can start to push into this leg on the bended to side and come back up to the center position. And just taking a moment here to sense into your body, to sense into your experience, and noticing if you find any differences from one side of your body to the other. We might think of those differences as possibly the effect of this posture on your experience. And then as you're ready, I invite you to lean towards the other side. Again, bringing the forearm to the thigh to support your body, leaning as far as you choose to. And you could lean a lot farther as an experiment and then come back to a place where you feel like you could be for a few minutes, few moments. And then as you're here in this side bend, here are some options for your free arm. You could reach out to the side opposite from the side bending. You could also look at that hand, looking at the wall over that shoulder, or you could bring your gaze down towards the foot on the bended to side. You could also bring your hand to your heart. And the same options with the head and the gaze if your hand's on your heart. Perhaps also noticing here if this side feels different than the first side, or if it feels the same. And as you're ready, you can push into that thigh and come back to center, taking a second to feel this posture. And then I invite you in your own time to bring your legs back towards center. And from here, you're welcome to take a twist of the spine. And so I invite you to take one of your hands to the outside of the opposite knee, already starting to rotate your torso towards one side, taking the now free hand, bringing it around and either holding underneath your seat or the back of your chair, whatever you choose, and exploring this twist. There's some options with your head. You could choose to look over the forward shoulder, or you could choose to look over the backward shoulder. You could also choose to move your head from the forward to the backward shoulder and back again, bringing some movement inside this posture. And as you're ready, we can start to unwind our bodies, bringing our torsos back towards center. And again, just taking a moment here to notice differences in the body from side to side, noticing the effect in your sensation of that posture to that side of your body. And as you're ready, you're welcome to join me in twisting to the other side, bringing the other hand to the opposite knee, and then already starting to twist the torso towards the opposite wall, taking the free hand around, grabbing underneath the chair or the back of the chair, whichever you choose, and then exploring the options with your head and neck. You could look over your front shoulder. You could look over your back shoulder. You could also move your head between these two shoulders. You choose. And then, as you're ready, you're welcome to meet me back in our centered seated position. And from here, I invite you to start to lean the torso forward, using your hands on your thighs and knees to support yourself. You might want to come down onto your forearms. Stopping here, you could bring your hands together. You could hold your hands. Or you're welcome to cross your arms and hold opposite elbows, leaning the torso forward. From here, you're welcome to explore dropping the gaze down towards your feet or keeping your head up. It's your choice. From here, you're also welcome, if you'd like, to reach down and bring your hands either on top of your feet or down to the ground. If that's available for you today, you're welcome to explore it. And you're also welcome to stay with your elbows on your thighs, however you want to hold your hands. In this position, it's often more available to notice your breath because the belly is somewhat compressed. So if that's available to you, the noticing of your breath, notice your breathing here in this posture. And then as you're ready, you're welcome to come back up, raising the torso, back up to our centered position. And from here, I invite you to bring one hand on top of the other and bring it to the center of your chest, over your heart. Or another option, you're welcome to bring your arms, cross your arms, and hold opposite arms, like you're hugging yourself. So either hugging yourself like this, or perhaps bringing your hands on top of each other over your heart. Pausing here to take a moment to acknowledge the time you've spent and given to yourself here, practicing yoga, and acknowledging all the other people here practicing with you, that we're here together, practicing together and supporting each other together. From here, you're welcome to stay with me as we move into a loving kindness meditation. If you like, you can keep your hands here over your heart or hugging, holding opposite arms, or you're welcome to bring your hands down and rest them somewhere on your legs, in your lap. The loving kindness meditation has no goal. It's just offered as an experience for you to soak in and enjoy. Loving kindness always starts with the self. Holding your heart, hugging yourself. I invite you to say, either out loud or silently in your own head, to yourself, may I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I love myself just as I am. I invite you now to think of everybody who's practicing with us right now, and all the folks who might practice to the recording. And I invite you to wish for them. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you love yourself just as you are. Now, I invite you to bring to mind all the people of the WomenHeart organization, all the members, all the staff, all of their families and friends. And I invite you to wish for them. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you love yourself just as you are. And finally, I welcome you to imagine all the women who one day in the future will join WomenHeart. And I invite you to wish for them. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you love yourself just as you are. Thank you so much for your time and your attention today, for your love and support of each other, for being part of this beautiful organization. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you love yourself just as you are. Thank you so much, and good night.